Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. This is Wednesday. It is going to be a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I just want to get this out, get some of our friends in here. I see Nat and Connie have already jumped in. Good morning. I'll be with you in just a second. Okay, let's try that. Good morning, chain breakers. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, December the 11th, 2019. This is going to be a fantastic day because that's the way I choose to create my day to be. Hi, I'm Brad Smith. I am your host for Chain Breakers 365 Live and the creator of hashtag Uplift and Rise. I want to welcome you here. This is going to be a wonderful Wednesday. So yesterday we were talking, and had finished my hellos for those who are already here. Nat, Connie, good to see you. Laura, glad you jumped in. Jeremy, glad you're here this morning. I know there's some others I can't see you. Drop a comment in there. Say hi to me. I'll make sure to say hi to you. Yesterday we were talking about the person who can create the biggest obstacle is the one that is closest to you. And no, it's not your spouse. No, it's not your parents. No, it's not your sibling or your best friend. It's you. You see, it really doesn't matter how much I tell you how capable you are. It doesn't matter how much I tell you how wonderful you are. And it doesn't matter whether it's me, your pastor, your spouse, your best friend, your parents. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you tell yourself. You see, it doesn't matter how much I believe in you or anybody else believes in you. If you don't believe in yourself, you know as well as I do, that's all just horse pucky, right? That's all just stuff. It doesn't mean a thing unless you believe in yourself. You see, the little messages that we tell ourselves: we're not smart enough, we're not good enough, we're not strong enough, we're not thin enough, we're not good looking enough, we're not young enough, we're not old enough. Whatever those messages are, my friends, it's fear. It's fear that's got a hold of you. It's fear that's lying to you. It's the messages you're telling yourself are the ones that are lying to you. You see, what will get in your way more than anything else is the messages that you tell yourself. It's in those messages that you tell yourself that get you to back off, that get you to not put in as much effort, that makes you worry about whether you're going to miss anything over here. Because let me tell you, my friends, when you are going after a goal, when you are going after something that not only excites you, here's the key to what excites you. It excites you because it challenges you. It excites you because it makes you reach for something you haven't reached for before. And with that means there will be a cost you'll have to pay. Maybe it's in the work. Maybe it's in the effort. Maybe it's in the money. Maybe it's in the change that you will go through in yourself. But it will take effort to change. It'll take effort to make that difference in yourself. And then you worry about what you leave behind. You worry about the people that no longer will be there to support you, because to continue to support you, they have to take a solid look at themselves and why they aren't doing the same thing. Why they aren't reaching for the same kinds of goals? Why they aren't willing to make those changes in themselves? My friends, going after those goals takes a cost. But it doesn't matter. Here's the great news. It doesn't matter whether you take it in big steps or you take it in small steps. You see, what we do every single day will vary from day to day. Some days it'll be very baby steps. Some days it'll be great, big, huge leaps. And some days it'll take a step backward. But you see, my friends, it doesn't matter as long as you keep taking action. Hi, Susan. Glad you're here this morning. Glad you decided to jump in. It doesn't matter as long as you decide to take action. Because look, if any of my friends are old enough that you remember making popcorn by putting oil or those kernels in oil, not just popping the bag in the microwave. But you see, what happens is we put all of those kernels in the pan with hot oil, right? Or with oil that's heating up in a hot pan. But there's lots and lots and lots of kernels. But there'll be one that'll pop, and then there'll be another, and then there'll be a few more. And then later they all start popping at one time. Because here's what happens, my friends. We don't all move at the same rate. We don't all move under the same challenges, because even though those kernels of corn came off the same cob, they are made up differently, and so are we. You see, the way you will start changing those messages you start telling yourself, the way you'll change those messages that you tell yourself every day, what you believe you are capable of, comes in taking action. It comes in taking those steps every single day that challenges you, taking those steps every single day that makes you change into a better person, that motivates you, that moves you, that helps you grow. See, it's not a competition as to what you're doing versus Johnny, or what you're doing versus Mary, or what you're doing versus your parents or your children or your best friend. No, it's, are you making improvement every day? Are you making improvement every single day? Are you moving toward the challenge of improving yourself? Because, my friends, if you're making forward progress every day or every week, right, you're going to start changing those messages. You're going to start believing in yourself. Your self-worth will start improving. There are challenges that are going to be out there. There are challenges that are going to come. And my friends, I want you to be firm on your goal. Be firm on your goal. Earlier today, though, I posted a post that simply said, if the door doesn't open, it's not your door. Here's what I'm going to define that as. Don't ever lose sight of your goal, and keep moving toward and working toward your goal every day. But sometimes that door won't open. My friends, what I'm saying isn't to give up on your goal if the door doesn't open. What I'm saying is to change your method. Change the path you're going to take. Change the way you're going to accomplish it. Maybe to get to the goal, it takes a different way of getting there than what you thought it looks like. You see, we have been given a huge challenge by God. He has a plan for us, a hope and a future for us. But it begins with the transforming of our minds. You see, those fear messages, those desires to want to stay stagnant, those desires that want to remain neutral, that do not want to keep us moving forward, those things that want to keep us average, are the challenges of the enemy. Those things that keep us small are the very same things that are keeping us from fulfilling the destiny and the plan that God has for us. You are giving in to the temptation of the enemy by staying small. Good morning, Mike Mills. Glad you jumped in here. You see, here's what I want you to realize, my friends, is that need to stay small is the very plan that that need to stay small is that very plan that the enemy has put in place to keep you from fulfilling God's destiny for your life. You see, it is in human nature to resist conflict. It is in our human nature to resist things that take strong effort, because the body wants to remain in a relaxed state. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to transform your mind, and take action against what is natural in our human instinct. It is going to have to take action against what is natural in human behavior, because it is natural for us to instinctively, and I'm sorry I'm going to use this word because a lot of people don't like it, but it is in our natural instinct to be lazy. You see, my friends, it is in that laziness that God detests. It's there, it's all over the Bible. God detests that lazy man. My friends, don't be lazy. Keep on working on changing yourself, on transforming yourself, on transforming your mind. And you will do that every single day by taking action and retraining your brain on what you're capable of. Those messages that you've told yourself, I'm not fast enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't think quickly enough, all those things, I'm not old enough, I'm not young enough, I'm not smart enough. I think I said that one, right? I don't know how to do this. Not yet. Not yet, my friends. You see, the I don't know how to do this, that is part of transforming your mind. It is in that learning process, in the becoming the person that you need to be, that will absolutely move you toward the goal of being the person that can fulfill the destiny that God has for us. And I want to go back and review something I talked about yesterday. You see, while the Bible is filled with great people that God elevated into huge plans that he had for them, and the destiny and the manifest destiny that he had for them, they became great people. But here's the great news for us. They were average, ordinary people when they started. The only thing that was different is they had great faith in God, and they never gave up on that. They never gave up on their great faith in him. You see, there were manipulators, there were cheaters, there were liars, there were murderers, there were adulterers, right? There were people that argued and wrestled with God. The very same people that we think are wonderful, amazing, fantastic people, they still challenged themselves. They had those human inadequacies. Even Peter, who got out of the boat and walked on water toward Jesus, took his eyes off of him and began to sink. You see, even Peter, when it came right down to it, denied Christ 3 times. But what happened? Peter was still the rock on which the church was built. That's right. Peter was the first pope. Peter was the rock. Paul, who was a tax collector, who was not one of the original disciples, he was a disciple of a disciple. Paul went forth and spread the word. Most of the New Testament, the majority of the New Testament, is written by Paul or by those who later wrote for Paul when he couldn't. Paul wasn't a disciple. He wasn't one of the 12. But my friends, as long as you remain there and stay firm in your long-term steadfast belief in God, he will exalt you. Yes, we will probably have setbacks. Yes, we will probably have challenges. Yes, we will probably question our own faith. But God has a bigger plan, and the fact that he knows that we're human and we will make mistakes, that is the best news of all. My friends, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you go in and like this, you love it, you share it out, you get this message out. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Chainbreakers 365. You can see us during those time periods live, or you can catch us in replay. You can find the same messages on YouTube at Chainbreakers 365, or go to chainbreakers365.com. But still, the best way is here live with all of the rest of us for Chainbreakers 365 Live. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends. Have a fantastic day. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.